Avantaj, fayda.
Advantage. It is an advantage to know another language when traveling.
Seyahat ederken başka bir dil bilmek bir avantajdır.
She saw the advantage of saving money for emergencies.
Acil durumlar için para biriktirmenin avantajını gördü.
One advantage of exercise is that it improves your mood.
Egzersizin avantajlarından biri ruh halinizi düzeltmesidir.
If you win, I have given Jacopo the chance to live, even if he did not take advantage of it.
You will be required to write a letter of apology to the students you took advantage of by submitting this piece.
Come to this country, take advantage of the system, and think because we are tolerant, we are weak and helpless.
I'm simply trying to ascertain if this cowboy here is taking advantage of you.
Well, I thought that I would take advantage of the fact that Billy's in the shower to have a little chat with you.
You are strong and disciplined, you are precise, and you will not be taken advantage of.
They'd greatly reduce your casualties and give you a significant strategic advantage.
There's no advantage here, except to celebrate a job well done.
I'm not such the fool to take on Blackbeard without a little venomous advantage.
I wish to take advantage because they are perfect at the moment because of the heavy rain last night.
Güzellik, estetik.
Beauty. She found beauty in the small garden near her house.
Evinin yakınındaki küçük bahçede güzellik buldu.
We studied the beauty of the sky during a summer evening.
Bir yaz akşamı gökyüzünün güzelliğini inceledik.
People often say beauty is important but kindness matters more.
İnsanlar genellikle güzelliğin önemli olduğunu söyler ama asıl önemli olan nezakettir.
Last night you stole a small fortune and today you lie on the beach with an American beauty.
I hear a lot of words like beauty and handsomeness and incredibly chiseled features.
You see, I want to capture all the beauty there is in the world, and there is no way I could possibly dream of doing that.
This was a story about a girl who could find infinite beauty in anything.
She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies.
I just wanted everybody to see the beauty and whimsy that my family shared.
If I could write the beauty of her eyes, I was born to look in them and know myself.
But Miss Lizzie next to her in both age and beauty would make anyone an excellent partner.
He will make sure that you see all of the beauty of the island without any of its, ugliness.
Because to be able to climb that high and see that kind of beauty that nobody ever sees.
Varış yeri, hedef.
Destination. We arrived at the train station near our destination yesterday.
Dün, varış yerimize yakın bir tren istasyonuna geldik.
Please check your passport before reaching the international destination.
Uluslararası varış yerinize varmadan önce lütfen pasaportunuzu kontrol edin.
The bus driver forgot the exact destination for our group.
Otobüs şoförü, grubumuzun tam varış yerini unuttu.
I would like to first of all assure you that my goal today is that you have a safe, smooth, and comfortable ride to your destination.
Let's say slowly step, bringing them closer to their mystery destination.
To reach its destination, the convoy has to travel through one of the busiest traffic systems in Europe.
Captain, sir, I am unhappy to report rumors, sir, among the crew as to our destination.
You know, for as long as I can remember, Ro, I've dreamed of a vacation destination for Christian families to come to, a place
Are happening in the correct order. The path you're on will take you to your destination.
I know he's going to the reception at the McMichael house, which is my destination too.
If in pursuit of your destination you plunge ahead heedless of obstacles and achieve nothing more than to sink in a swamp,
I'm going to that most presumptuous of all things, a destination wedding.
Mühendislik, teknik tasarım.
Engineering. She studies engineering to design useful machines for people.
İnsanlara faydalı makineler tasarlamak için mühendislik okuyor.
My brother loves engineering and works on small projects daily.
Kardeşim mühendisliği çok seviyor ve her gün küçük projeler üzerinde çalışıyor.
The course in engineering taught us basic problem-solving skills.
Mühendislik dersi bize temel problem çözme becerilerini kazandırdı.
Yeah, but doesn't that take like physics or electrical engineering
And maybe you're not the only one on this boat with an Ivy League education.
Knowledge, no understanding of reverse engineering, and when they attempted to reassemble it, they panicked, they got scared, and they left 9 orphan gears.
So you wish that you were interested in engineering, but wouldn't you wish that your parents would be the ones to change what they think?
Yet, you know, the strange thing is, from what we know about their engineering, they didn't have any idea about the wheel.
He majored in engineering before joining the Bureau, and he's a really nice guy.
Joining me now in the studio is Professor Laplace, creator of the GenJox program, which through genetic engineering has invented
I've been with the firm for 2.5 years working with Eric that whole time, but I hold a doctorate in engineering, specialty in propulsion from MIT with a bachelor's from Penn.
I type how much, and he types back engineering codes for the Customs House basement, and I say, you guessed it, Blue's Clues, and he says, fuck you.
The first rule of engineering is you never build anything with real material until you build a proof of concept model.
Computer engineering degree, 3.6 GPA, had a floor-level gig at Intel planned for the fall.
Korkutmak, ürkütmek.
Frighten. Loud thunder at night can frighten small children very easily.
Geceleri şiddetli gök gürültüleri küçük çocukları kolayca korkutabilir.
The dark forest might frighten tourists who walk alone at night.
Karanlık orman, geceleri yalnız yürüyen turistleri korkutabilir.
He used a loud noise to frighten the stubborn stray cat.
İnatçı sokak kedisini korkutmak için yüksek bir ses çıkardı.
Dell, I'm not trying to frighten you, but please know that I'm going into this having accepted the fact that I may not be coming back.
Who set up this counterfeiting operation, knowing that the monster reputation would frighten off busybodies.
But then sometimes it doesn't frighten me, and that's just as bad, because that's it winning, isn't it?
And now, if you are through trying to frighten me or shake me down or whatever, I would like to finish my breakfast.
You frighten them with your stories about being an instrument of God.
We must meet misfortune boldly, not suffer it to frighten us.
The childish tricks you've been playing here, trying to frighten me into leaving, are more than sufficient reason to dismiss you.
So you keep on and on, trying to make me admit something that isn't true, trying to frighten me the way you frightened Flora.
They like to frighten people, but the minute you stare them down, they turn tail and run.
Now let me remind you, Major, that I'm a colonel in the SS, and not some lieutenant whom you can frighten with your threats.
Story time!
Layla sat on the night train, watching the darkness outside the window. She was traveling to a new city, a place that could be her future destination. In her bag, she carried a notebook full of ideas for her career in engineering. She loved how engineering mixed numbers, creativity, and problem-solving. The train slowly entered the bright, central station of the city. People hurried in every direction, but Layla paused to look at the old glass roof above her. There was a simple beauty in the way the first morning light touched the metal beams. She smiled and remembered why she had chosen this city. It was famous for its universities and for giving a real advantage to young engineers. Layla followed the signs to the metro and studied the map on the wall. Her new apartment was in a central neighborhood, close to both the river and the tech campus. When she stepped out of the metro, she saw old brick buildings next to shiny glass offices. Again, she noticed the beauty of the mix between history and modern design. She imagined herself working in one of those offices, helping to design better bridges and safer homes through engineering. For the first time in a long while, the word destination did not only mean a place on a map to her. It also meant a new life where her skills could be her biggest advantage.
İyileşme gelişme.
Improvement. I saw a clear improvement in my English speaking last month.
Geçen ay İngilizce konuşmamda belirgin bir gelişme gördüm.
Her health showed slow improvement after the heavy flu.
Ağır gripin ardından sağlığında yavaş bir iyileşme görüldü.
The team made steady improvement during the training sessions.
Takım, antrenmanlar boyunca istikrarlı bir gelişme gösterdi.
I don't see the dramatic impact of it, but it did seem a little improvement from the random chaos you were encouraging.
The Vice Principal and I have appointed an executive committee to oversee certain areas where we have noted a need for improvement.
When Father first went into the nursing home, they said if there was no improvement in 6 months, there never would be.
I really wanted to treat you and just say thank you for all your hard work and your improvement.
But I think the most interesting aspect has been the improvement in Marco's social skills.
And I just wanted to bring to your attention that the service here needs immediate improvement. And I just wanted to bring to your attention that the service here needs immediate improvement.
Well, if we both burn the midnight oil, I think you could see improvement sooner.
We're totally committed to the welfare of families displaced by necessary community improvement programs.
For starters, I've been seeing a great improvement in your overall focus and order following.
Zihinsel, ruhsal.
Mental. She had a mental exam before starting her new job.
Yeni işine başlamadan önce zihinsel bir muayeneden geçti.
He needs mental rest after working many hours this week.
Bu hafta saatlerce çalıştıktan sonra zihinsel dinlenmeye ihtiyacı var.
They discuss mental problems with the school counselor weekly.
Her hafta okul danışmanıyla zihinsel sorunları konuşuyorlar.
Mr. Alistair, suspecting that all was not well with his wife's mental state.
Schizophrenia is a mental disorder in which people interpret reality abnormally.
And despite what the banks would have you believe, the men who drive these trucks are not exactly mental giants.
She's a mental adolescent, and being romantic, she has a death wish.
All of the defendants claim that they were subjected to physical and mental abuse while under police custody.
Okay, what if you got out of jail or you were away for a long time and you come home and your wife is in the mental hospital?
My lord, the prisoner has endured 3 days of the most profound mental agony and shock.
Well, we got a call that they did convert you to a mental hygiene law admission status by the deadline of your sentence, so...
Wait a minute.
Now, may I go back to where I was being held prisoner by a man with a history of mental problems?
Kışkırtmak, tetiklemek.
Provoke. His rude comment could provoke a fight between the boys.
Onun kaba yorumu çocukların kavga etmesini kışkırtabilir.
Loud music may provoke a headache after a long day.
Uzun bir günün ardından yüksek sesli müzik baş ağrısını tetikleyebilir.
The smell of smoke will provoke fear in the crowd.
Duman kokusu kalabalıkta korkuyu tetikleyecek.
Remember, this is killer bee season in the Northwoods, so don't provoke any flying yellow things.
But they believe that these possess the capacity not only to provoke society, but also to transform it.
Unless someone is willing to question, to provoke, how would there be progress?
And remember, do nothing to provoke war before war is declared.
There are certain triggers and cues that provoke different behavioral responses.
If this guy is as dangerous as you think he is, then the last thing you want to do is provoke him.
No, I know you don't know, but if I sent you in there with a body wire, you could provoke him into repeating it, couldn't you, Carl?
Being head of state, refused to sign. Refused to let the country lose democracy. In doing so, provoke revolt.
The members of Heimatschutz started to provoke authorities, testing limits, seeking to dominate the region.
My rule is all the thoughts that provoke your fear.
Son, yakın zamanlı.
Recent. I read a recent article about healthy eating and exercise.
Yakın zamanda sağlıklı beslenme ve egzersizle ilgili bir makale okudum.
She had a recent phone call from her old friend yesterday.
Dün eski bir arkadaşından yakın zamanda bir telefon aldı.
They moved to a recent apartment near the city center.
Şehir merkezine yakın bir daireye son zamanlarda taşındılar.
And I'm pleased to say there will be no discernible traces left
of the recent occurrence by that time.
But recent research into our own DNA suggests that these two species may have interbred, evolving into modern humans.
The story about tonight's fight, their style, their difference in style, you can quote a recent sports magazine which said, could be the caveman against the cavalier.
I'm sorry to have to tell you all this, but due to the recent economic downturn and some unforeseen expenses.
Notorious waterfront agitator, whose trial for the murder of socialite George Grisby has held the front pages these recent weeks, remains undecided.
In the wake of recent terrorist attacks, do you guys think there's a place for a discussion about ethics?
Recent violence has been attributed to a group of foreign fighters referred to by locals as the 10 Rings.
Donnie Darko, perhaps with your recent brush with mass destruction, you can give us your opinion.
Police and federal officials are searching for Bourne in connection with recent shootings in New York and in London.
One of the things that we've been taught in recent years is that we must be able to prepare for the unthinkable.
So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus.
Story time!
Maya worked in a busy office that often tried new, modern ideas. In a recent month, her company opened a quiet room for staff to relax. The room had soft chairs, plants, and warm yellow lamps. At first, many employees joked that the room was strange, and they tried to frighten each other with ghost stories about it. Maya did not like these jokes, because she used the room when her thoughts felt heavy. She had been under a lot of mental stress after her father became sick. Sometimes loud laughter in the hallway would provoke her anxiety and make her hands shake. In the quiet room, she closed her eyes and listened to slow music on her headphones. After a few weeks, she noticed an improvement in her sleep and in her focus at work. She started to talk honestly with her manager about her mental health and her need for short breaks. Her manager listened, and she asked the team to stop trying to frighten people with stories about the room. Instead, she shared how the room could help everyone and told them Maya's story, with Maya's permission. The jokes stopped, and slowly the room became a normal part of the office. Some coworkers began using it when email problems or angry clients would provoke their stress.
If you like this one, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next video.